Howdy toddy everybody, this is Tommy with Colonel Reb Scale Models coming at you with my update number 1 for the Jim Parashakis Italian front group build. Young Jim's putting on this group build, so I wanted to jump in and try to support all the young modelers there because they are the future of our hobby. Anyway, so this is apparently a really old kit. Pete IN 157 had said it was a really old kit, and I can definitely see that. But it actually went together pretty well, I thought. I mean, I haven't put together many plane models in for a while, but it actually went together really well. The putty lines that you see there really was the major ones, and then there was a little bit that I did just behind the front cowling and where it mated to the back, because the bottom is one piece and then the wings are one piece. But as far as the seams from the wings, I kind of went really slow, doing a little bit for each one at a time. Sorry about the camera, guys. So I don't know if you can see that, but probably not. But it actually, I don't have to put any filler pretty much anywhere along the wings themselves, which I thought was a plus. The canopy is really nothing in there. Not the canopy, the cockpit. So it's just colored, with like an olive drab, and I went ahead and mounted the inside for where the propeller is, and I've got it fitted to where I'm going to be able to spin the propeller if I choose to. Once I get those deep wedges down, I'm just kind of layering up the putty, because there was just a big of a gap enough to where I wanted to fill it. Then I'll get that sanded down, then I'll do the same with the rear stabilizers and ailerons. I'm a little concerned about looking more at the decal sheet here. I don't know if you can see that on the camera, but it is very, very yellow. This paper is like almost completely yellow. I went online to see I could get some more decals, but I don't really want to pay another $7 for some decals. But if I have to, if these don't work, I guess I will have no choice. But because I want to do it right, I don't want to just do it. So if the decals don't look good, then I will go ahead and get the new other decals. The little bit of the cockpit that there is, this is the cockpit seat. I don't think you can really see it on the camera, but I just did some enamel, I think, on the top, and then I just dry brushed some little bit of silver on the sides just to to make it look like a little bit of weathering there. Not a whole lot you can really do with this one. And then here's the pilot. You're not really going to see him that well, but I went ahead and just wanted to practice. So I don't know if you can really pick any of this up very well. I'm trying to get some better light here, but not working. But anyway, I think I did pretty good. If I can get it to focus. Let me see if I can just put my hand behind it, see if I can maybe get it to focus this way. I did some layering of paint. I started off with just a flat black enamel all over, put some enamel on its face and hands, and then went back with some craft acrylics and dry brushed on to get a little bit of weathering on the boots and on the flight suit jacket, pants, and then helmet, and barely could touch and dry brush to see his goggles, and just tried a little bit of face work. There's not a lot of detail there to even, I may go back and do a black wash to see if anything picks up after that, but it's not a whole lot of detail. I mean, not to be expected with a kit this old, but you can make out barely some lines on his jacket and lapel, and that's about it. There's no, cockpit stick or anything like that. It's just pretty basic. But, like I said, it's for the old kit. I mean, I think it went together pretty well. I'm actually kind of happy with the way it went together. It does have raised panel lines, unfortunately, and I'm not confident enough to try to sand them down and then rescribe them. I might do that later on some other builds once I get more comfortable with it. So I'm just going to build it as she goes and try to do that camouflage scheme if I can. I've talked to Chris and Alex Modeling about how to try to maybe simulate that camo pattern and I'm just going to do it all with craft acrylics. I'm not worried about the accuracy of the paint itself, you know, whether it's matching or military actually, the actual paint. So I'm going to probably use like maybe this one. This is a Craft Smart olive green, maybe do that one, and then the background to be, the base color to be a little bit darker than that probably. So I may mix some paints to make it a little bit darker and try to simulate that pattern and do that. So anyway, I'm going to wrap up this video. It's just my first update of Young Jim's Italian front group build. Having a lot of fun with these two little plane kits that I'm working on right now. So again, hope everybody had a great weekend. Hotty toddy to everybody out there. The Rebels just swept Kentucky for a 3-game series in baseball on the road, so I was happy about that. And Sunderland beat Cardiff pretty bad today, so I'm hoping that we can escape relegation. We'll see. But anyway, thanks for watching, you guys, and God bless everybody. Goodbye.